I said I can't remember ever being able to do that.
Can you rejoin though if it's a private party and I haven't invited you again?
I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't know, cause like usually when my internet lags out, I have to go and test my internet connection. And I think that like resets my like previous like activity. I don't know. I think it just resets it though to where I can't join anymore. So.
All right.
Hopefully it won't lag out. Just have to deal with that.
Everyone help support our D3 heroes by tuning in. That sounds okay.
Our D3 heroes.
Let's just do a mic check. Speak for a second.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, that's all good. There's just one more driver that's need to figure out. I don't think he knows when the second race is. Just give me a second. And this is hard to manage when there's so many drivers.
Well,
I think it's just because
especially because there's always new drivers in D3.
Exactly. Right, so the time is 7:01. It looks like everything is good to go. Let's give Lex the thumbs up. Where should we do it? Do it in the host discussion. Lex, ready. Got my track map open. Give me a nice one, please. That's a good one. There we go. I think we're good to go. Got 19 drivers, 2 spectators. Law has already readied up. Has Lex readied up?
Lex readied up.
Oh,
yeah.
he did. Okay, great. And we live. Right, we've got Rubs. Here's his loud and clear. Great. And Santu is here, as is Likalache. Very nice. How did you find the GTS race, Vilsec?
Lots of traffic to get through. It's such a short circuit, so there's just always someone in front of you.
Are you happy with your finish position?
I would have liked to have been third, especially considering what happened to Shane at the end. He ran out of fuel. I was just 2 tenths off the podium. If I had found 2 tenths anywhere else in the race, I would have been third. So, but yeah, fourth is still pretty good. Take it. And like I got second, so and then Racer Tay won the first race, so that's a lot of points for spinning around.
Yeah, a lot of points. I would have thought it would have been a bad week since Havoc and Atomic went with us, but you've seemed to pull it back with only 3 drivers as well, so good job.
Havoc should be back next weekend. Sardegna, is that the track we're going to?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's like a minute longer lap at Sardegna. It's a much longer track.
Yeah, the 50 lap race today it just got kind of too repetitive at one point. And turn 1,
it's a go-kart
and
track.
turn 1.
It's so tiny.
Oh, is it? I didn't know. I said it like 50 times. Right, here we go. So, welcome back everyone for our almost full race of Division 3. We've got 19 drivers here today. We did a big recruitment push for the last 2 weeks, and we've got about 50 something drivers joining us. And the ones that have signed up to this week's race are spread over 2 races again. So you've got the first round of Division 3 here today in, I was about to say Tsukuba, but it's not. It's Suzuka here in Japan. We had the D1 and D2 race yesterday. Both very eventful races, lots of action, and I'm sure we're going to see lots of action on the track here today. So you've got Dr. Robot here and also Vilsec. How you doing, Vilsec?
Doing well, doing well. How are you?
Yeah, not bad at all. Really, really excited for this race. I'm just getting it all set up. So, what was the pole time in D1 yesterday?
I believe it was Carter with the 127.6, was it? 127.8? I can't remember. It was somewhere around there though, but still a really, really fast time.
Yeah, he was like maybe a second up or 8/10 or something up on second place. Yeah. Phenomenal. So usually in D3 it's Liv who's setting fastest laps, but he's now in D1. He raced there yesterday, and if it's not Liv, I think it's AO Entier, but he's now in D2. So the top spot is up for grabs now in pole. I reckon it's probably going to be a 129, but I don't know. It's kind of hard
somewhere around there.
Yeah, some of the familiar drivers that we see, so like Robbo, Garrett, Lex, Papa Whiskey, Van Fofo, Figgy. Figgy could get fastest time here. We know he is quick.
I think Racer Tay is going to be up there as well.
Oh, Racer Tay. Oh, I forgot he was here. Yeah,
he's really
fast everywhere.
Yeah, and he won today in GT Sport, so I'm
there you go. Could be him then. Tricky parts of the track. Where do you think the DNF zone is going to be here?
Ooh, the two Degnas, the really fast right-hander and then the right-hander under the bridge. Those two are really tricky to get down. But the trickiest part of the track for me personally is the hairpin.
Oh, really?
Just the entry is really hard to get right for me. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just so easy to lock up and lose the rear when you're going into the hairpin, and there's that god-awful 100-meter gravel trap in front of you that you just seem to go all the way to the end, and so if you do spin...
I may have taken my teammate out yesterday there.
Everyone check out YouTube channel to see it. So we're riding on board now with the first guy to cross the line for a hot lap. It is MWS, and let's see how he gets on. He's spun already and he's in the wall! Ooh. Jinxed him almost into turn 3 there, and he's already off. Let's hope he can get back on track. He's letting the Renault go. Yeah, he's getting away. He's letting a few of these guys go, actually.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are showing hot laps, so...
Yeah, clever move.
Random Serious is going to be the next guy.
Right, so jumping to Random now. He's gone purple in the first sector. It hasn't been taken yet by the guy behind him in the Ferrari or the Renault, so he's still fastest in the first sector. He's coming up to that really tricky hairpin now where everything happened. Oh, TCB Cuba's out already in turn 3 as well. Or 4, sorry. Same place where the other driver just came off as well. S is a really tricky round here. We've got yellow flag in 1 and 2, and... thankfully, Random Series has cleared that yellow flag, so he doesn't need to lift anywhere. Coming into the spoon now, drops it down to 5th, late downshifting to 4th. He's got this corner nailed, actually. He's looking really steady through really there. Nice. Random Series was actually in D2 yesterday as well, let's not forget that. He didn't have a very good race because he was actually hit by another driver at the start, unfortunately. But he has a lot of practice around here since he did a 50% race yesterday. He's gone purple in the middle. Let's see if it can be taken. Oh, it's taken by that Renault behind him. Not sure who's in that Renault, but I'm going to stick with Random Series for now and see as he comes through the final chicane. Round turn 18 over the big hump. Unsettles his car, but he manages to keep it tucked into the inside. He crosses the line with a 139. Not too bad. Now the Renault's going to come across the line now, and he's gone faster as it's Fofo. He's gone faster with a 130.8, 1/10 and a half quicker. And there goes Figgy. Well, not a good lap by Figgy. 132 flat.
Yeah, that's off pace, even in D3.
Yeah. We've got a yellow in sector 1 again, but it's now been cleared. Let's see where Lex is. He's about... oh, Lex is just going through the final part of the S's. Oh no, the start of the S's now. So he's just come out. We've got a big yellow flag going up to 130R between some Red Bulls, I think. Let me see if I can see who it is.
Red Bull stopped.
Oh yeah, he's letting drivers past.
Oh no, he wasn't stopped.
He was just driving about 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, he was going
basically
really
stopped. And he's going to come in now, I think. Or he might even go for another one. I think he's stored up his ERS. He's in hot lap. Let's see if he positions his car for a hot lap. He is. He's going for another... oh, he's missed the pit lane! His car going back around! Oh no! He needs to get out of the way. Oh, that was interesting.
And he has a damaged wing too, so he's not going to be able to go too fast on that second in lap he's going to have to take now.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming into the pits now. Force India about to cross the line. Let's see if we can see who it is. It looks like it's Scotty. Scotty moves up to 8th place with a 137.5. He must have had some trouble somewhere. That is a very slow time. We've got another Haas off the road. Is that Enrique or is it? It's Enrique. Yep, he's come off at turn 6. Ended the S's there. These S's are catching out these drivers a lot more than I thought they would. And we've got a Red Bull behind him who's just gone straight off the track as well.
Oh my god.
This is going to be interesting. Oh no, jumping down to he went off at 6 again. He's coming around 7 now. One thing that is going to catch these drivers out, and if you haven't been practicing, this is going to be so detrimental to them, is that if you spin or go off track, your rear tyres and even your front sometimes are going to get up to about 105 to 110 so quickly, and it takes like half a lap to cool them down again.
It's an awful half a lap you have to take. It's terrible.
You have to be so easy on the throttle when you're coming out of all of these off-camber corners, because it just wants to over-rotate anywhere it can, and
especially if you spin turn 1 and you have to do the S's with overheated tires. Oof.
Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Mickey Fast takes pole with a 130 flat.
Oh, that's a D2 time right there. That's a pretty solid lap. So Lex is on his hot lap now. He's just gone through the hairpin actually. I'm right on board with him and see how he gets on. So he was actually supposed to commentate in GTS, but he decided to get in some extra hours of practice in Japan. So I expect to see a good result from Lex again. Let me just jump to the D3 tracker quickly and see how he's done in the past few races. So he's had 2 point scoring finishes this season. One in Belgium, he scored 1 point, getting the final 10th place there, and he also got 8 points in Russia last week, so that was his best finish. So if he's putting in lots more practice, he said he's enjoying it more as well, this could be a good race for him as well. Here he comes round.
Lex did really well last week in that Russia.
Almost loses it. Almost. And he's gone 10th so far, 133. So I reckon he's going to be able to get into the low 132s and maybe the 131s. I think that's what he's been doing in practice throughout the week. If he can do that, he should be in the top 10.
We have BJ Robo on a hot lap going through Spoon right now.
Great. Switching to him now. He's almost used up all of his ERS. Look, he's down to 10%, and he's only got about a third left to discharge as well. So this is his first lap as well. You can see he's got 0 lap odd mediums on. So how did he deplete his energy?
Might be on automatic ERS, and it might have.
Oh yeah, good point.
Lap.
He's now down to 0%, so he's going to be struggling for the paces he's coming out of the chicane. Just that quick burst that you get right here. He's back up to 8% now. He's coming to the pits. Okay. Looks like he's given up. Figgy's on an out lap. Anyone on a hot lap that you can see right now?
Enrique going through Spoon.
Let's jump to Enrique.
He's also really low on ERS.
It's this auto ERS. It must be catching these guys out.
So. He's on hard, so that might not be an actual hot lap.
I see. So in D3, these guys always gone purple in the middle sector.
Papa Whiskey hit the pit entry? Like,
oh no.
I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know what's happening.
So Enrique's on a good hard lap right now. Let's see what he can cross the line with. Wow, he goes 131.8 on hards.
That's a quick time.
That's a very quick time. He went purple in the middle sector as well. Wow, good job, Enrique. A lot of talent here today. I mean, at least 5 of these guys already a D2 pace for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when Enrique finally goes to soft, he'll probably be in contention for pole.
That's a very good point. No one currently on D1 pace, but remember they've only put in there 1 or 2 laps, and we know from D1 and D2 yesterday this track gets so fast towards the end, and since the weather's going to be clear and it looks like it's quite sunny as well, the track's going to get so heated up and provide these softs with the perfect or optimal amount of grip that they need. So I think in my first lap yesterday I did like a 131, and then I managed to get it down to a 129, somewhere in the middle of 129 on my final lap because of how much stickier the track was. It's a great track that heats up over time.
Yeah, the track evolution here is huge.
That's the word I was looking for. Track evolution.
Track evolution. Jojo goes 4th fastest with the 130.6.
This is one of our new drivers. First time we're seeing him racing here in OFR. Again, around a D2 time currently for his middle stint, or his middle hot lap. I expect we're going to see a few of these guys dip below 130, maybe 3. I think the guy who did it on hards, Enrique, he's going to be able to get that. Mickey definitely, Karka and Random Series definitely too. I can't remember Random Series' time yesterday, but he did do a fairly decent quali lap. Figgy goes fastest with a 1:30.0. Okay.
500s. That's a really close 1 and 2 right now.
Very nice Figgy. I'm going to quickly turn on the telemetry actually and see if I can grab any of this very useful info. I want to see if he's gone purple in all of his sectors or not. on an outlap. We've got Mickey as well on an outlap. He's just gone through, he's coming up to the hairpin now. So I'll make sure I keep an eye on him because he is in second right now, but he has got fresh softs on. He's got 100% ERS to deploy on his hot lap, and we know he's fast from his previous races too. Looking at the season tracker for Mickey, let's see how he's got on. Let me see if I can find his name. So he's raced in 4 races so far, and he's finished in the points in 3 of them. So he's had a pretty good stint. He's finished with 12 points, so he's finished 4th place, 9th place, and 5th place. So yeah, solid drive from him over the season so far. One driver that we don't have who would probably be in contention to win this race this week is Cranker, as Papa Whiskey retires from this session.
He retired a few minutes ago. His car was stuck at the pit.
Oh, was that when you were saying he was stuck? Ah, yeah. Okay. I see.
But it didn't look like he had crashed. It was just like stopped. I don't know what was going on. It was I've never seen that glitch before.
Right, so here we go with Mickey past. He's just crossed the line now, starting his hot lap. He's got his ERS set to overtake to get maximum speed in 7th and 8th gear here. Let's see where he lifts into turn 1 or brakes. He's on the throttle all the way until the apex there, very late, and he manages to keep it on the inside as well. Well done, Mickey there. Now he's up into 6th, brings it down into 5th. Is he going into 4th? Yes! Late downshift into 3rd as well, but brings it back up to 4th, and he's coming through turn 5 now, and he's spun! Oh, and he's lost his wing. He's lost his wing there. Ooh, three winglets and 1 plate. Yeah, he was. That was looking very healthy lap until turn 5, unfortunately. He will be able to get back to the track though and get in another lap if he can race round. Now, looking at his tyres right now, so on the telemetry, his right tyres are 108 degrees, his lefts are 104, both of them. That's how quickly they overheat as soon as you spin this car here. So, oh, he's gone wide at turn 9 as well. He's not having a good time with these overheated tyres right now. Can you find anyone on a hot lap?
Garrett 1295 is going through the last part of the S's right now. Turn 9, I think. Turn 6. I don't know. I can't change.
So that uphill left-hander's turn 7. I'm just going to ride on board with the car. Let's just call him Prezada as he starts his hot lap now. So he's in 3rd currently with a 1:30.5. He's got 2 lap old softs. Let's check his... Oh, fitted. He's got 0 lap old soft. Fresh soft tyres. Here we go into turn 1. Another pretty decent line through there. Overshoots it slightly. He's a bit late on the throttle. Turns into 3. Stays in 5th. Doesn't drop it down to 4th yet. He's carrying so much speed through here. He's kept it in hot lap the entire time as well. There's the late downshift into 4th to help him rotate through 6th. Up the hill into 7th. Early upshift into 6th. And he's over-rotated! Oh, he's catching out a lot of places.
Let's just stop watching hot laps, bro. Everyone's spinning. Let's just turn the stream off.
Oh, he came back across the track there. He needed to reverse instead. Yeah, we're jinxing everyone through this first sector here. Everyone's struggling. Maybe the track's just too warm. Maybe because we set this clear sunny weather, it's just getting too hot. But he was on for a quick lap there. He was absolutely flying through that first sector until he came off, of course. Random Sirius is... Where is he? He's a bit... just... finishing starting sector 2, so we'll jump to someone else. We've got Tim on an outlap. We've not looked at him yet. He's another new driver. Currently set a 1:31.6 on soft tyres. He's on 2 lap old softs at the minute as well. And he's on an outlap, so he's actually come out on the same tyres that he set his previous lap on. I'm not sure if he knows that's what he's done.
I'm not sure what the strategy is right there. He's not going to have time to go back in and come back out.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. Let's see, let's check the stream as well.
Enrique's on a hot lap, going through Spoon.
Lika saying that you love the hairpin.
I absolutely don't.
Santi saying he loves internet. VR, yeah, Random Sirius was in D2. He was trying it out. I think he's going to try it out again next week, hopefully, and maybe we can get him a permanent spot there. But Tim is starting his hot lap now, so let's see if we can give him the commentator curse and make him spin through Sector 1. He gets through Turn 1 quite nice, actually. He has got a bit of traffic in front of him. Let's hope it doesn't hold him up. Through 3 and 4. One of these cars is right on the outside of the corner there where you need to push your car wide, but he manages to avoid it. He's going a little bit slow through 6 there, but he's turned in and lifted as he goes through 7 to make sure he doesn't push his car wide. So that was the safest thing to do, even though it was a little slow. Now, his Sector 1 time, he is over by 0.003 of a second there, so not a good start, and that's probably because he is currently on 2-lap-old soft tyres that he set his previous hot lap on. But anyway, coming into the hairpin now, brakes just as the curb goes away, locks up the 2 front tyres, but manages to get his car turned with no oversteer on the exit, as he was being a bit hesitant on the throttle there. Now, coming round 12, he looks okay. Let's see where he brakes into Spoon here. About 35 metres there. Takes enough outside curb and avoids the inside one, because that does give you too much oversteer. He got a little bit there, but he managed to correct it, and he's already back up to hot lap. Gear 7, bursting uphill now into 130R. Racer Tay's done a 129.9. First one to break the 130s. Well done, Racer Tay. And here we're watching Tim break into the final chicane. Takes a nice amount of inside at 16. Good amount at 17. The bump doesn't disturb his car because he takes it right in the middle, and he crosses the line with a 131.4. I reckon he could have gone a second faster if we had fresh tyres there.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time in the first sector.
Yeah. It's a shame. And we've got lots of guys out on their outlaps right now as well. So Racer Tay's done his time. I don't think he's going to be able to set another one. He's right at the top of the 129s there, so anyone who goes below might have a good chance of beating him. Figgy's still in the pits. Figgy's not setting another lap. He's not going to have time now. And Mickey passed. Did he come back in?
Yeah,
oh, he's coming in now. Oh yeah, he's in now. So he's done as well. So it's going to be Karkaka. I can't say his name. It's going to be Prasada. He's on his... he's not going to be able to make it round. He's only got a minute left, so he's done. Random Sirius is the last guy in the top 5 who I reckon... Oh, top 10, sorry, who I reckon's going to be able to get below. I didn't see a Sector 1 time, unfortunately. He's got a car in front of him, Tim, who really needs to get out of the way. He has moved to the left-hand side of the track there. That's good. The Sector 2 is so long here, isn't it? It's all the way from turn 7 to turn 13. 15.
Yeah, but it's like 4 turns.
It's just a long straight, isn't it?
Flat out.
Oh, and he's invalidated. Random's just invalidated. And he's got wide as well to top it off. Right, so who else?
We have Jojo, or Jodo Juicy.
Did he make it? Oh, he just made it. Good job. So it's a 129.9 you need to beat right now. We've got a yellow in all sectors. Not sure if someone's come off or just driving slowly to let cars pass, but he gets through turn 1 quite well. Into 3. I don't know why, but he's looking stable, but he's taking a really weird line through here.
Let's see how much if he's up on his time.
He's about to cross the Sector 1 finish line now. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's the 100th up.
10th.
Oh, 10th up, sorry, beg your pardon. He's steady through 8 and 9 as well. Comes through to the King Kit turn 10. Let's see if he can break at the optimal time. He doesn't lock up and he turns in. Solid braking there. A solid entry and exit out of the hairpin. Good job. He's on for a good lap so far. He was on a 130.6. He's currently looking at a 135, but we'll have to see his Sector 2 time just before he gets to 130R. Now into Spoon. Brakes at about 40, gets a little scruffy, manages to keep 4 wheels on track. Slight lock up on the front left, but powers out of it okay. He's still in hot lap as well. He's not switching down to overtake, which I think is a little bit faster in the final 2 gears. Sector 2 time is 8/10 up. He's gone purple in the middle sector.
This could be pole.
Right, fingers crossed for Johto. Let's hope this Ferrari doesn't settle his car over the bump. He doesn't invalidate. He's still looking nice through here. He's just depleted his ERS. Oh, he goes second.
Racer Tay did a 129.1.
That was Racer Tay in front of him. That was the Ferrari. He went even faster.
That's a quick time. That would have been like 4th or 5th, I think, in D1. That's a quick time.
Oh, Lex has been DSQ'd for blocking the pit lane. I think he crashed into the pit lane.
Oh no, that means he's going to start from the back. Unlucky.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That's very unlucky. He'll have a big recovery race from the back now. But Racer Tay, is that D2 or D1? What do you reckon?
I mean, that's a D1 time.
Yeah.
For sure. Because that would, I mean, that would have been like 3rd, or not 3rd, that would have been like 4th or 5th in D1, I believe. So,
nice. Yeah,
that's a quick time. But also you have to take into account the assist. If he's using any assist, then...
You know, yeah, that's very true. So, for the people that are watching right now, the assist that we allow in D3, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it's you're allowed racing line in corners, you're allowed medium traction control, automatic ERS, and automatic gearbox as well, I think. Yeah. Now in D2 you're only allowed medium traction and racing line in corners, and in D1 you're allowed nothing. So these drivers may be fast with assist, but not so fast without them. But we'll have to wait and see and ask them afterwards what kind of assist they're using and whether or not they'll be a good place in D1. But they will have to do at least 2 races in D3 before they can get promoted. But they're looking good so far. So here's the timing sheet. Racer with a 1:29.1, beating second place Johto by 0.3 to take first place there. Figgy in third with a 1:30.0. He just had the 2 laps there and decided not to come out again to beat his time. And Prezada very close behind with a 1:30.075, just 400ths down the road. And in fifth place is going to be Mickey Pass. I'm just going to jump down to make sure we can see everyone. Lex got DSQ'd, Cuba didn't set a time, and MWS is starting in last with a set time. So it's going to be a great 25% race. We're looking at 13 laps or 14?
Yeah, I think 13.
13, okay.
Should be exciting. I'm excited to watch turn 1. Turn 1 is usually pretty chaotic, so.
It is. We had spinorama drama in turn 1 in, I think, both D1 and D2, actually.
Yeah, in D1 I think Liv got spun, and both the Alphas got pushed back really far.
Oh yeah, that was it.
I think to like 11th and 12th or something like that. So.
Papa Whiskey ready to further again. I sent him a DM and told him, make sure you don't do it, but he must have forgot.
I've seen you report him like 4 times in the steward thing.
Never mind,
up early.
He'll get it one day.
What are your predictions?
Right. I think so. Without sounding mean to the driver that I'm about to speak about, Figgy. We know Figgy's fast. He has pace. He's got pace to be at the top of D2, or at least fighting YBN or Rubs for the pace. But he's a very aggressive driver. He has been improving since he's been in D3 though. Let's not forget that he has been keeping it cleaner. But it's super hard to follow, and when there is a gap, Figgy likes to go for it. He likes to go for it immediately, and I think that could disrupt the top 3 here. Without any contact, without any safety cars, I think this is going to be a very big battle between the top 3, and I think Racer Tay is going to get it. He's got phenomenal pace here in Dirt and in GTS, as we've seen today. And he just has that level of consistency. He's really good. Go ahead.
If he pulls off a win today, he'll have a 100% win ratio in OFR through 3 events. So that would be,
oh my goodness,
that'd be something.
He's gonna get the Triple Crown. People were asking about it this week, and it's gonna be him. Oh, I forget. I completely forgot. Yeah, his first dirt race he won. He's in Spinorama. So much drama. Spinorama. Never a silent moment there.
Nope.
He could do it. Right. The first.
I think he's gonna run away with it.
Well.
I think Johto and Figgy are gonna battle, and Racer Tay is just gonna run away with it.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but you've got a race win in Formula 1, haven't you?
Mhm.
I have in D1 or in D2?
I don't have any in D1. Yeah, I have one in D2 and I think one in D3.
Yeah, so I think you were the first to get the double crown though. Because the only other person to win is Shane, Castle, and Jan, but I don't think they've won a D1 race that wasn't D3. So I think you got the double crown first, but Racer Tay's about to steal that from you and get the triple.
He did it in 2 days.
Oh my goodness.
1 week.
In 1 week, yeah. That's an even more impressive stat there. 1 week wins 3 races.
He's really fast in dirt. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's kind of scary.
It's kind of not fair.
You should be banned. Just tell him to switch the controller.
I told
here we
him
go.
To put on a setup to where he just has to turn in way much more, and he agreed to it. So maybe in dirt we'll be within a chance to win something.
We'll see. He's currently in third place in the driver standings for D3. He's got 45 points, and he's scored points in every race since he joined. He's finished third, second, fourth, third, and second. Here we go. The lights are beginning. The engines are revving. We've got that yellow flag to say it's good to go. And here we are. 3, 4, 5 lights. Riding on board with Johto, and away we go now. It looks like Johto actually got a pretty good start. He's been jumped. He's jumped Racer Tate already. What a fantastic start there. He's going to be leading it into turn 1. Figgy's looking down the inside on Racer Tate, and he's actually got the overtake done as well. He has got the overtake. He's in second place right now. Racer Tate drops down to third. Now, I'm just going to jump down to see if anything's going on here. It doesn't look like anyone's spun apart from the last guy, Tim. Lex has moved up all the way to 12th place, and we've got a virtual safety car. 5-second penalty for Papa Whiskey for colliding with TTV. Kuba, that is. And yeah, virtual safety car has neutralized the start of this race. But Johto is already 1.2 ahead. Go ahead.
Scotty and Tim both spun. I think Scotty might have got damaged, but Tim got through clean, but he was way off track. But he doesn't have any damage, so he can...
Okay, good. Oh, that's one more thing.
Yeah,
they have
damage.
Yeah, they have reduced damage here in D3, and we have simulation or full damage in both D1 and D2. But anyway, we're waiting for the safety car to restart. I'm going to ride on board with Figgy to make sure he doesn't let that gap get higher than 1.2, because that's how much it was before the safety car came out. We've got 96 comments in the stream already. Thanks, guys. Rubs, Castle saying go Figgy. Yeah, good job, Figgy, moving up there at the start. Good job. Yeah, safety car's come in now. Figgy actually got that down to 0.4 of a second, so he did a fantastic restart there. Well done, Figgy. Caught Johto napping there. He is in the tow right now, and he's reducing that gap. 1/10 a second, I think. It's down to 2/10 now as they're turning into 16 and 17. Racer Tate is right behind him as well. Big battle for first place going on. Figgy's got so much speed as well coming out of that final corner. He's going to go for the overtake now. He's looking down the inside.
They're going to be 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide. Oh no. Racer Tate's letting go.
Racer Tate's he's doing the smart thing. Ooh. Figgy squeezes him wide there, and he spun. Johto spun, and he's collected a driver. Oh no. It's Van Fofo, I think he's collected. Let's have a look. Oh no, TTV's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. More drama in turn 1. Really tricky to go even 2 wide there, but these guys even tried 3 wide. And we've got a car reversing onto the track now. Be careful there. It's the Mercedes of Mickey Pass. And we've not got a safety car. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. No overtaking. And Figgy is leading the race. Now we've got a bit of a glitch with the timing board. Go ahead.
MWS is off. Oh my god, he came so close to being hit head on by like 3 cars. I think he has end plate damage as well. Yep. I think it was a Haas that reset the track, and I think that might have disrupted a few people because they obviously the car jumped and they were like, you know, trying to avoid it. But I think he was ghosted, so I don't think he caused any issues. But
damn it,
we're not allowed to do that, unfortunately, for him.
Yeah. What lap was it? Was it the one? It was lap 2. All right, let's make sure we record that. Do you know which driver that it was?
It was one of the Haas's. It might have been Presta. It might have been Enrique. And I think it was Presta.
Right, fair enough. Figgy's gone fastest. Enrique takes it by a second. He's very quick. Enrique is around here. Racer Tate just 2/10 behind Figgy, though, giving him a run for his money as they go through turn 1 and 2 there. Figgy taking a really nice optimal line, and Racer Tate suffering from that lack of downforce following so closely, but he's managed to close up going through the S's as Papa Whiskey picks up another penalty for speeding in the pit lane again. That's 2 he's got now.
4 drivers pitting right now.
Yeah, 12. Lex is pitted actually, all the way down to Papa Whiskey in 16th now. 5 drivers in the pits. Racer Tate.
The softs can go. I think they can do 10 laps here in a 25% race pretty easy, so they might be at an advantage if they're just going to be quicker at the end. Because they start, Lex at least I know started on mediums. So.
Ooh, okay, so sorry to interrupt. Figgy just got onto the outside of the grass as he was going into the hairpin at 11, and it's allowed Racer Tate to like sneak up behind him, and he's now less than half a tenth behind. So if he can keep that going through Spoon, he's going to have a huge tow going uphill. He needs to switch his ERS to overtake now. He's kept it in medium though. Let's see if he can hear us. If you want to get this overtake done, Figgy touches the grass again.
That's like 3 times he's done that now on this back straight. Racer Tate is letting off so he
yeah.
can keep the DRS.
Is the DRS activated? Yes, it is. Yeah, you can see him there lifting again. Playing a very smart game. Figgy sliding through 16 and 17. Yeah, he's got the DRS now. He's got it open, as you can see it there. That's his rear wing opening up to allow the air to flow through, reducing drag. He goes around the outside. He's got the racing line now into turn 1. Is Figgy going to lift? No, he's not. Figgy spun. He tried to get that position back. Thankfully, he hasn't caused any more havoc, and his tyres are going to be overheated. They're currently 110 on the rears and 105 on the front. It's going to be hard for him to get through here. Enrique is going to pounce now.
I think Racer Tay held his line there. I don't think Racer Tay caused that.
No, I don't think so.
Like a racing incident. Figgy was going for the gap and it just wasn't there.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. Figgy's not come out too bad though. He's only 2 seconds behind Racer Tay. He managed to stop his car from spinning completely. He does have a fast Enrique behind him though. And I'm just going to quickly jump down to BJ Robbo to see what's going on in the midfield, because he is stuck in a sandwich between an Alpha of Garrett and a Toro Rosso of Edwards right now. So these are 2 new drivers here. The Ferrari locking up, as is the Toro Rosso behind him going into the hairpin. These guys are really close right now, and I reckon one of them is going to do something through 130R. He's less than half a tenth behind, and that's all you need to be able to get the toe with overtake through the uphill into turn 15. Let's see if he can do it. So they're just going through 14 now. He's tucked in behind, but Garrett's got a far better escape out of there. No, he's not going to be able to get him done now. It's going to be the DRS zone as they go through the next lap 5. He's gaining though. You can see how much he's gaining and how much of an advantage he has. I think they're using auto ERS as well, because none of them are changing it. It's kind of stuck on medium.
Yeah.
I think he's using auto gears too, because he's got really weird gear change pattern. Let's see as he goes through turn 18 there. He's got DRS. He's got it open. We've got a really weird spectator cam right now. So much speed. He's going to be able to get the racing line back as well. And he turns in, he keeps it tucked in, a little lock up on the front right, but he's got the position change done. He's in the top 5. Congratulations, Robbo.
Garrett came so close to hitting him in the back because he broke just a little bit later. It was so close.
Enrique is now in 10th place. What happened to him? He was right behind Figgy a moment ago.
I'm not. I think he pit actually. Yeah, he pit.
Okay. There we go. So maybe he's trying to get the undercut done. We'll have to see what Racer Tay does. Figgy's dropped back 3 seconds on Racer Tay now. And Garrett is just 5 tenths behind BJ Robbo. So let's see what's going on with these two again. And let's see if Garrett can get him back.
Yellow flag infected 2. There's a Red Bull off. I think it might be popping.
Oh, it's 14. It's 10-14. We're about to come up to that now. Let's see if we can see who it is. Yeah, there we go. Just spotted it there. Papa Whiskey's got another penalty. He's going to be DSQ'd soon if he carries on.
He cut turn 3, I think, really bad. He was all the way in the grass.
Oh no. Not a good track for him. Garrett's looking a little bit glitchy on my screen, so I'll just jump down to Void Edwards instead to see if I can see a better version of this. Both of them lock up as they're going through the chicane. Oh, the Ferrari's gone wide. BJ always come off the track. Oh, unfortunate.
BJ Robbo and Garrett touched and then it let Void go straight through both of them.
Oh, I see. Wow. So looking for the gaps on track, it looks like there's a bit of a shuffle going on for 13th place as well. So I'm just going to quickly jump down there and see what's going on there. They're both, all 3 of them, sorry. 4 of them are coming through the chicane now, going through turn 18. There's going to be a huge DRS train here. Let's jump to the last guy and see if he can do it. So it's going to be Johto. He does have DRS. It looks like he's got a bit of damage too, though, because he's got a green spanner showing. Can you see any damage on his car? I can't see any. MWS is retired. That's a shame. He's done it on track as well. That's even worse.
His DRS might be not able to open.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any damage other than that. I'll check it next time we go through this straight and see if he opens his DRS.
I'm surprised at
There's only one DRS on here.
Yeah, there is. I think there used to be one coming out of Spoon up the back straight.
I've always said like that should be one. It would cause so much. Ooh. Johto hits the back of.
Oh, I've just caught it, and he picks up the McLaren too. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's gonna have to come in and change his wing. He's not going to be able to get through the S's with an end plate missing. No way.
Ooh.
Oh, what's he doing?
I think he's retiring, maybe.
He's reversing. Let's hope he... Oh, he's pressed start, probably. Oh, he's retired from this. Oh, come on. Not good to see from these new drivers. Oh, lap 7. Lap 6. Right, so back up to these battles. I'm going to check out Prasada because he's only 8 tenths behind. He's going to get DRS as well as he comes through the final chicane here. How close do you need to be to make the DRS work on the main straight in terms of time?
In order for it to be like a safe overtake, where you can get, you know, back on the racing line before Spoon, or not before Spoon, before turn 1, you probably about within half a second maybe. But that's depending on if the car in front has ERS to defend with. So it varies depending on how hard they want to defend. But yeah, within about half a second probably.
So let's see. Prasada is currently trailing Lex 7 tenths. He had DRS, but he just wasn't able to make much use of it because he was just over half a second behind. But so if he can get that down to less than half a tenth as they just entering Spoon, let's see if he can get it done then. They're just going through turn 9 now, really tricky part of the track that hasn't actually seen many incidents actually. I've not seen any through there.
Yeah, I haven't either.
He's got it
Someone's
down.
got the 100-meter board though, so they might be struggling with the braking.
Oh no, that's not a good thing to do. Oh well, I imagine most of these drivers will have the racing light on, so hopefully they can still use that.
Also true. Lex pushes it a little bit wide at the exits. Looks like he got a better exit though.
Yeah, it's down to 3 tenths now, so I think he's going to be able to do it. He's going to... Hopefully he doesn't put... Oh, he's gone wide. He kept it on track, though. Lex took a really weird line through there. And I'm going to jump to the onboard of Prasada right now to see if he's got Lex. So he's going to have DRS, but Lex just got a better escape out of 17.
Wow. Lex just took off.
Yeah, look how far ahead he is. He's in that. Now, let's just check the pit stops quickly. Oops. Everyone... Ooh, oh, contact! No, Prasada has spun Lex, and he's lifted slightly to allow Lex to get back away, so good for you. But Lex's tyres, let's see what they are. 103 on the rears and 110 on the fronts. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. Unless he's got some
maybe
weird...
he was braking really hard.
Yeah, maybe. I was going to say he's got some weird brake bias setup or something, but...
That's true.
He's looking quite stable. Ah, there you go. They've come down to 100 now. 90 on the front left. 99 on the front left, sorry. 100, yeah. He's looking stable.
Racer Tay on the back of Void.
Alright, let's jump to that.
He has Void pit yet? No, he hasn't.
No, so it's only Void and Garrett in first and third respectively who haven't yet pitted. Lex is looking
good right now.
Very good indeed. He's on medium tyres. He's done one stop. Let's check out what his tyres are looking like. They're 1 lap old, so yeah, he's gonna have perfect tyres at the end of this race. Now he's gonna get DRS here. Let's see if he gets him. So again, he's within half a second, and you are right. Look at that speed advantage. 200 miles an hour versus 185. That's how much it was.
Insane.
Yeah. Wow.
That was pretty convincing there. Figgy up into third. He's also made his pit stop, so he's looking good as well.
And he's going to get that second place back from Void.
Van is just on the back, and they might be side by side now.
Van on 1 lap older mediums, but he's pushing Phoebe here. Figgy. I'm getting confused. Fifi, Figgy, Fufu, Fofo. Hard to keep up. And I've just read Fifi's comment in the stream. I think that's why I'm getting confused. But anyway, Figgy through turn 7. Currently in third place. He's going to get second as soon as Void Edwards pits. But he's getting challenged 3 tenths behind by Fofo right now as Figgy gets a bit messy. So he's going through exit of 8, into 9. And we've got yellow in sector 1. It's a Haas. Is it Prasada? No, it's Enrique. He's back on track now. His tyres aren't... Let me check. His tyres aren't overheated either. I think he may have just... I don't know what happened, actually. Ooh, almost the first DNF in turn 9 there. He nearly lost the rear and spun. If you do that, you're going straight into the wall on the right, and you're definitely losing a wheel. But you managed to keep it out of it, which is good. Fofo's dropped down 8 tenths behind Figgy. I'm going to jump up to BJ Robbo because he is surprisingly close to Lex now. Lex is in 7th place currently. He's on 6-lap old softs. Ooh, Lex has got 3 more laps to do on these tyres. So he's going to take them to 10 laps. I think he'll be okay though.
Presda and Garrett are also going to be battling into the hairpin around
the
chicane. Wow, Garrett is very glitchy at the moment. Unfortunate, he was ghosting through Presda's car.
Oh, Robbo's got Lex now. He's got Lex. He's gone down the inside. Huge speed advantage again, and he's going to take back that racing line as well, I imagine. Good work there, BJ. And oh, Fofo's got a penalty for a severe collision with Law.
Oh, he fell all the way down to 6th. And now Robbo, and he spins.
And he's oh no.
Unfortunate.
He's lost his entire wing. He's just got a nose cone right now.
Wow.
Oh, that sucks.
He had to limp home.
We got a virtual safety car. So that's going to close this race down for at least half a lap. And we're watching Fofo. He cannot even turn through turn 7. That's how disadvantaged he is without this win right now. He's got a long... Oh, he's come off again. He's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's gone straight on again at turn 8. He needs to be careful here. He's got a virtual safety car. Prasada's picked up a penalty.
In front of them.
Oh,
my gosh.
No. What's going on? We called... That was turn 9 as well. This virtual safety car is meant to stop this from happening. What's happening?
Garrett lost both end plates, and that's going to really hurt you on this track.
Oh,
especially
no.
Versus.
Yeah.
And some left side wing or right side winglets, I think, as well. Oof.
So meanwhile, Racertate's 15 seconds ahead. He's going to get his triple crown.
2 more laps.
Yeah, that's all he needs. That's all he needs. She's currently going through the S's right now as well before Figgy actually gets into turn 1. Remarkable pace from him. I think we need to get him into D2 as soon as possible. Let's not forget though that Big Boss Man Lex is in P7 right now.
Wow.
Bravo.
And he started last.
He started last!
All the way from last.
He's moved up 12 positions in this race. Let's hope his 8-lap-old softs can last. But the practice he's been putting in is obviously working. Let's just hope he's got that consistency now. I think he's been lacking a bit of that consistency. Oh, Kuba's retired as well. Lap 11. What is going on with these retirees? We do not promote this in OFR. Finishing races matter. Jumping down to Prasada.
I was going to say something, but I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, that happened.
No worries. As Fofo, is that Fofo retiring as well? Where's Fofo? He's in the pits. That's 4 retire. Oh my goodness.
At least he retired in the pits. We'll get anybody's way.
Icing on the cake. Oh, we've got a bit of a battle going on between these two Hasses right now as well. Enrique and Prasada coming to blows, and he's pushed Enrique wide. Enrique is now sliding through turn 12. His tyres are now up to 120 on the rears. Oh no. 2 teammates coming to blows there. He's got a Mercedes coming up behind him now. He's going to get... Oh, almost. Mickey managed to get through there nice and clean. As Racetate is on his second to last lap right now as well. Papa Whiskey is coming up to the back of Enrique, a bit far behind actually, so that's nothing going to come of that. I'm going to jump back up the pack though to Prasada and Tim, because Prasada is in DRS range right now. Tim's kind of got a better exit out of 18. I don't think there's going to be an overtake unless... let's see. No, he's a bit too far behind, but he will be able to close it through the S's.
Lika, the S's is tough.
Very tough. You need to almost take a completely different line to make sure you can still get some of that fresh air. Right now he's following him, and he's closed it up a bit actually. Maybe Tim's just slow through here, but he's gained half a second already.
He needs to keep that gap for the rest of the lap, and then he should be able to make it happen.
Indeed.
Main straight.
Lika saying, congrats Racer T, you're the man, happy to have you in the Spidodrama family. Let's hope he doesn't get the Spidodrama curse. Let's hope he continues to win. I'm sure he will, but Tim gets really scruffy through 8 and 9. Prasada takes it. He's moved up to 8th place.
Now though, if Tim can keep this gap like this, he'll have DRS down the main straight, and he might actually benefit from this, because he'll be in front on the last lap, and defending on this track is not entirely difficult, so he might actually benefit from going wide there.
Yeah. We're on the final lap now, so I will make sure I switch to Racer Tay before he crosses the line. Figgy's just crossed the line now in second place, and Racer Tay's finishing off the S's. That's the gap he has, 18 seconds. He has almost a pit stop in his hand. Let's see who has the fastest lap right now as well. It's currently Racer Tay. He's got a 1:32.0. Who is this guy? Where has he come from?
He won the DT Sport race by 44 seconds as well. So he's used to these big gaps behind.
I think we've got a new MVP. Right, I'm going to jump to him now. He's just going through the hairpin. If you see any more battles going on, though, let me know, and I'll do my best to switch to them.
President Tim.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Let's have a look.
Close. Tim broke much later in the turn 1, though.
Oh, yeah, he's pulled away slightly, yeah. Bit of a battle going on between HS, I don't know how to say that, and Papa Whiskey. There's going to be an overtake here, I reckon. Racer Tate's just picked up a 3-second time penalty at Spoon. Oh, he had a clean sheet other than that, but that still won't take away his race win, though. We've got a big overtake coming now from HSHA. Down the inside into turn 1, he gets it done. He's gone deep though, and the Red Bull's fighting back, but he can't do it. I'm going to switch back up to Racer Tay right now. He's coming through the final chicane. 3 race wins in 1 single week here in OFR. He's taken the Triple Crown, almost hits the wall at 10:18 and crosses the line. Congratulations, Racer Tay, sorry. Yeah, nothing more to say. Bravo. Bravo. Well done. Now, I'm going to jump to Figgy, who's coming through the chicane now. Figgy, it's nice to see that you are... because you've still got the speed here in D3. We might see you back in D2 very soon. He crosses the line 16 seconds down the road because of that 3-second penalty. Racer Tay picks up, he finishes in second. Next up is Random Series finishing third, with Void second behind him in 4th place. Next up is going to be BJ Robbo in the Ferrari. He crosses the line in 5th place, getting up 10 points for his team, and Law very close behind him, finishing in 7th place is Lex from 19th to 7th. 12 places. Congratulations, Lex. Where has this consistency come from? And Tim, Prezada, and Mickey are going to make up the final 10, well, the top 10 places. Sorry, I can't speak, I'm too excited. Next up is Enrique, who decides to hit the wall as he crosses the line. Very silly of him. And next up is going to be HSHA, who's going to be finishing down in 12th place. HSH to 7. I can't do that. Congratulations, Papa Whiskey's going to be in 13th next.
Fuel mode, I think.
Run out of fuel. And after that, it's going to be Garrett, who's just a bit far behind. He's not going to be able to get that position from Papa Whiskey. But Garrett's going to be the last one. So, apart from those 4 DNFers, a lot of talent here in D3 with these new drivers.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think Racer Tay may be D1 pace. I think he could challenge the Alphas and the Ferraris in the midfield.
Yeah, we need to know what assist he's using, but it's very clear he's got the consistency, he's got the racing etiquette, and just outright speed to be able to do it in D1.
Well done to everyone.
Well done. Oh, Robbo got 11th to 5th as well. A great recovery from him too. Good job, guys. So, just going to have a look at the standings quickly, and then we're going to open up the lobby for the next race, which starts in around 10 minutes. So I'll try and make it quick. So, a lot of guys without penalties, actually. Second all the way down to 8th place had no penalties, so well done there.
Void started 15th and got up to 4th, so lots of consistency paying off today.
Yeah. Random Series 9th up to 3rd. Lex 19th to 7th. 13th,
finished 8th.
Tim, yeah, nice to see. VR's asking me to repeat the clue for the Easter egg. So on the online formularacing.co.uk website that VR has so kindly created, there is an Easter egg that needs to be found. The clue is, well, the previous clue was luck comes in 3s. The next clue could be...
so cryptic.
Could be misclick, sorry. There you go. More crypticness. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. The clue is misclick, and see you in about 10 minutes time.